everyone! We're back again for another topic. Are you ready for another learning session? Now let's get started! Welcome to class. I hope everyone's doing great. Today's lesson, we will discuss about analyzing intention of words or expressions used in propaganda techniques. At the end of this lesson, students are expected to first, define propaganda, second, identify the different propaganda techniques, and third, analyze the intention of words and expressions used in propaganda techniques. Before moving on to our discussion, let us have first a quick review. A February 2017 poll from Fox News indicates that 68% of Americans think the press has been tougher on Trump than Obama. In that same month, Trump tweeted the fake news media, failing at night times at NBC News, at ABC, at CBS, at CNN is not my enemy. It is the enemy of the American people. Let's discuss and analyze together by answering the following questions. What form of bias is reflected in the text? What textual elements expose such a bias? You're right. The text reflected a selection bias because the data is selected subjectively. President Trump believes that media possesses a terrible bias against him, based on unjustifiable prejudice, which leads them to discriminate against him with unfavorable coverage. He's not the only leader to feel like the media is biased one way or the other. The textual elements exposed to bias are stereotypes. President Trump believes that media possesses a terrible bias against him, based on unjustifiable prejudice. Name-calling. Trump tweeted the fake news media, failing at night times, at NBC News, at ABC, at CBS, at CNN, is not my enemy, it is the enemy of the American people. This time, let's watch a video by visiting the link posted in the screen. After watching the video, complete the term that refers to its type by supplying the missing letters. Be guided by the given clues. Now here are the clues. It is a form of communication that aims to influence the attitude of a community and further an agenda. May not be objective and may be selectively presenting facts to encourage a particular synthesis or perception. May use loaded language to produce an emotional rather than a rational response to the information that is being presented, intends to make us accept or approve something without looking closely at the evidence. Mostly utilizes emotion and avoids critical thinking. Correct! The answer is propaganda. Here are the propaganda techniques. Bandwagon. It is the act of persuading the reader or viewers by suggesting that since the majority agrees, the readers or viewers should too. Example. Marie notices that many of her friends have started eating a low-carb diet and drinking protein shakes. Marie decides that this must be the healthy way to eat, so she joins them. Another one, card stacking. It distorts, omits facts, or tells half-truths to manipulate readers' or viewers' perceptions. Example, Katy Perry states, I use it at night. I'll go to sleep and wake up, and it will literally be gone. And in 3 weeks, all my bumpy, sticking out zits have gone flat. Glittering generalities. It refers to using good labels such as democratic, patriotic, amazing, beautiful, and exciting, without providing proof such as facts to attract general approval or acclaim. Example: things go better with Coke. Creamy, dreamy, icy, chocolatey. And lastly, name calling. It is used to make people reject and condemn a person or idea without examining what the label means. Example: more than a beauty box. We're here to help you find joy in beauty and in taking care of yourself. This time, I want you to express what you have learned from the lesson by completing each statement. Number 1, propaganda is. Number 2, the techniques used in propaganda include. And number 3, such techniques are useful in propaganda because. Alright, let's not forget. Propaganda is a form of communication that aims to influence the attitude of the community and further an agenda. The techniques used in propaganda include bandwagon, card stacking, name-calling, glittering generalities. Such techniques are useful in propaganda because it helps the readers or viewers to understand the intention of words and expressions of the advertisement. Before we end our lesson, let's answer this activity. Choose the letter of the correct answer. Number 1. It uses the testimony of a famous person to get you to do something. A. Testimonial. B. Transfer. C. Bandwagon. D. Snub appeal. Number 2. It urges you to do something because everyone else does. A. Snub appeal. B. Name calling. C. Bandwagon. D. Transfer. Number 3. Radio advertisement. Drink super sport beverage. The only drink of NBA. A. Transfer. B. Glittering generalities. C. Emotional appeal. D. Plain fox. Number 4. A famous person or celebrity endorses a new product. A. Plain fox. B. Bandwagon. C. Transfer. D. Testimonial. And number 5. What type of propaganda uses negative words or feelings against an idea, product, or person? A. Bandwagon. B. Snub appeal. C. Glittering generalities. D. Name calling. Now let's check your answer. Number 1, A. Testimonial. Number 2, C. Bandwagon. Number 3, B. Glittering generalities. Number 4, A. Plain fox. And number 5, D. Name calling. Thank you for joining today's class. I hope that you learned something in our discussion. Till next time! Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel to get notified for more video lessons.